So today I'm going to show you guys how to create your own soil. This could be used as a potting mix, topsoil for a raised garden bed, or just as a boost anywhere in your garden. Today I'm using it while I transplant some ginger into a new location. This soil is comprised mainly of wood chips and chicken manure. As you can see, I'm using these red Solo cups and they have holes in the bottom for drainage. That is a must. Anytime you're putting a plant in a pot, you must have holes in the bottom of that pot. Here I am sowing some moringa seeds in these red Solo cups. Red Solo cups are an easy, cheap solution to making lots of plants. These are my Seminole pumpkins. I am putting them in these containers so that the critters don't get them. Here's everything that I need to make my own soil. I have wood chips that are on the ground. Those have been aging for about 6 months now, probably more. I have the chickens for their manure. I have 1/4-inch hardware cloth on a frame. We'll use that to sift out some of the larger wood chips. A container to put the new soil in, a 3-prong hand tool to mix the soil. I also have a pitchfork, and take a look at how rich this soil is already before we even sifted it. This is going to be good. We also have some old potting mix that's left over. We'll mix this in with the new soil. We don't want to mix in wood chips with our soil too much because it can actually take away from the nitrogen content. So that's what this 16-inch hardware cloth is for. We're going to sift out all the larger wood chips. And all wood chips can just be added back. Some of you might want to know where you can get wood chips, especially in a large quantity like this. The best answer is actually from your local tree service. They oftentimes need to pay somebody to get rid of their wood chips, so if you ask for them from a local tree service, they'll most likely be happy to give those to you for free. Okay, so what we have here is ginger. Ginger is a shade-loving plant. We're going to use some of that soil that we just created. We're going to throw it in the bottom of the hole and top dress it on top. Normally you wouldn't put a plant right underneath a tree because the soil can be really hard. Maybe in some cases. Luckily I think we have a spot here where the roots aren't too bad, and ginger loves the shade. So this is easily one of the most shaded places in my property, and the ginger should thrive here. Look how rich and dark this soil is. This is humus. This is nice, rich, dark compost. So we're just going to throw some of this in the hole. And get rid of these wood chips on top. You don't want to mix the wood chips in at the bottom. Yeah, just checking out some of these roots here. There's a little bit of root bound, so I'll break these up a little bit. You know what, now would not be a bad idea to actually take this all apart. Here, Mom, come on closer over here. Just film me what I'm doing here.
Okay.
You can see my hands?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I gotta be careful here because there's a bunch of ants, but I'm gonna break this ginger up and we'll separate some of these roots. Not a whole lot. Some good action here. Okay, so we got a plant there, plant here. can say is one that I'll harvest, and next year we'll be able to harvest a whole lot more. Okay, so we'll throw this in the hole, put some of that soil back, and we'll plant 2 here. And we'll use this new soil here. All right, so now that the ginger's planted, I can reuse some of this soil that was there just to surround it. That's fine, but ultimately I want to make sure that we put a layer of mulch down. So wood chips will work just fine for that. We have that ginger plant separated and put into 3 new spots. This will be its permanent home. It's okay that they're not looking so great right now. The plant is about to die for the winter anyways, and it'll come back strong next year. I've added a nice layer of wood chips, and we need to make sure we water them in. Always want to water your plants in after transplanting them to make sure you get rid of any air pockets that might be in the soil. And next year, hopefully, we'll have even more roots and tubers, and we can plant even more ginger and harvest some for our own use. And lastly, guys, always make sure you wash your hands whenever you're done in the garden, especially when you're dealing with soil that has manure in it. You don't want to be transferring any of those pathogens into the food that you eat or anything else. If you guys like the video, please give it a heart, share it with your friends, follow our page, and thanks for watching.